Hi, welcome back to my channel. On today's video, it's going to be a tutorial on a very requested for months hairstyle. My subscribers in Spanish had been asking for a tutorial on Elsa's braid. And when I say Elsa, I mean one of the two characters from the animated movie called Frozen from last year. Well, one of the sisters is wearing a braid that is not exactly this one, but it was inspired actually on the character's braid. This braid I'm wearing today is a Dutch braid, and as you can see, it looks very different from a French braid, and I will turn around so you can see it like more in detail. So it's kind of different because Elsa has a braid in the middle of her head and then it finishes in one of the sides of her face. And in this case, I started the braid in one side and I finish it in the side where I want to have my braid, in the side of my face where I want to have it. So if you want to know exactly how I achieved this hairstyle, which is a lot more simple than what you can see. It looks very difficult, but I promise it's not if you just follow these very simple steps. So if you want to know how to achieve this beautiful Frozen inspired braid, then keep watching. So for this look, you will only need two things. It's a brush and a hairband or a hair elastic, whatever you choose. It's right. For me, it's better these ones, even though they're like a little bit more big and more chunky. I have a lot of hair, so for me, this works better, but choose whatever you feel comfortable wearing. And well, actually three things you're going to need: a brush, a hair elastic or a hairband, and a little bit of patience. If you're not very used to do braids on your hair, you will only need to practice a few times. I promise it's more simple than what you can see. First of all, you have to make sure your hair is all ready and smooth because you don't want to be braiding and then at the half of the braid or the middle, you'll be like, I have a tingle here and I can continue. So it's very important to brush your hair before starting and to have your elastic in a place where you can find it, because it has happened to me before that I'm done with my braid and I'm like, where's my elastic? Where did I left it? And no. So when your hair is already brushed and very smooth and ready to begin, you're gonna get one section of hair, and this is like a long section. As you can see, it's more like in the long shape or in a rectangle shape than a circle. So this this section, you're going to divide it from this section. You're going to make three different sections to start your braid. If you were doing a French braid, you will be braiding like one on top of the other, if that has sense. But when you're doing a Dutch braid, you braid it the other way around, like you braid it under, like this, like this. I think it's easier if I show it, right? So I have already my three sections, and I'm going to start with my Dutch braid. I'm going to braid under the first section and the second one. And I'm going to do this all around again. Braid one section and braid the other one under. And now I'm ready to incorporate new sections of hair. As you can see, my hands are very close to my head because it's impossible to have a braid very close to your head if your hands are like very far away. So if you want to have a very nice and very tight braid, make sure to have your hands very close to your head. Now I'm going to incorporate the first section of hair, and I don't want to use a comb or a brush because I think it's more harder when you need other things rather than your hands to do a hairstyle. So I'm going to use my fingers, and I'm going to get a section from here all the way to the center of my head, and I'm going to incorporate it, as you can see, to the section that I have on that side of my braid. With this hand, I'm going to hold my other two sections so I can work with my other hand to get another section. And I'm saying section. So now I have my three sections, the smaller one, which I didn't incorporate anything to it, and the other two. And I'm gonna braid again under. And now I'm going to incorporate again. The one that was very thin is now on the side of my braid, so I'm going to incorporate to this one. Remember, from your temples all the way to the center of your head. Try to put the rest of your hair down because then you can make like a big mess. I have here my section. I'm going to hold this one, this two, and I'm going to get another section from the other side of my head, all the way from my forehead to the center of my head. The hair I'm not using, I will put it down. And here my section is ready. Now you're going to do that with all the hair on your head, but trying to be moving your hands toward the other side so your braid will be like crossed. I'm going to turn around so it will be easier to you to follow me. As you can see, my braid already goes from one side to the other one, but I will continue moving my hands toward that side so I can have a completely braid from the right to the left corner. Now, when you get to this point, you can start to feel like it's very difficult to continue braiding. So with the hand that I have like more comfortable, I'm going to try to get my three sections. I'm going to hold them with that hand so I can have a chance to turn this hand to the front. And now here, I can get two sections and continue braiding. And it's a good opportunity if you feel like one of your sections is very thin and the other two very thick. Like in this case, I'm going to get a little bit of the hair from the section in the middle, and I'm going to give it to this section that I feel like it's very thin. So I think they're ready, and I'm going to continue braiding all the way down. So I have my braid completely braided and now I'm going to secure it with my hairband. And now I don't like everything to be like very well done. I think that's the word. So I'm gonna pull a little bit of hair, so we will have uh, like a more casual style, I think. And I'm going to make my braid look a little bit bigger by pulling the sections a little bit, not very much because I have bangs, so I don't want to make a mess. So there's my braid, and I could leave it this way, which I think looks very cute and very nice. But if you want to achieve Elsa's hairstyle, then you will have to tease a little bit your hair. In this case, I'm not teasing it because I have my bangs and I use my flat iron to put my bangs down, so they already have volume if I want to put them back. So, but if you need to tease them, feel free to tease your hair, and then you only put it to the back, and you can secure it with some bobby pins or just wearing a little bit of hairspray. It depends on what you try to achieve. In this case, I'm going to use bobby. So I use my bobby pins to secure it. And I'm gonna hide it behind my braid, as you can see, so the bobby pins won't be like very visible. So this is a complete look. As you can see, it's a lot more easier than what it looks like. It looks like so difficult, and you will probably think, oh, I have to be an expert braiding to do that hairstyle, but you definitely don't have to be an expert to do anything on my channel. Every tutorial I bring you, I try to make it the more easiest as possible so that you can feel like very comfortable doing new hairstyles or new kind of makeup looks. So I really hope you enjoy everything I do on my channel. Please let me know if you have any cute or any good idea for a tutorial. It could be makeup, it could be nail art, or it can also be something in a hairstyle. So let me know if you have any idea. I will love to listen to your request in my email, but also on my social networks like my Instagram, my Twitter, and my Facebook. If you want to follow me on Instagram and all the social networks, please take a look on the description box down below because I have the links to all those ways to follow me. So I hope you follow, and I hope you come back every Monday and every Friday so you can find a new tutorial on my channel. Thanks for watching.